Michel Platini is a famous name in football. Known for his amazing skills as a midfielder, Platini has become one of the greatest soccer players ever. He wasn't just good at playing, he truly understood the game, making him stand out. However, Platini's career wasn't always flourishing. In a significant deviation from his plans, he underwent an 11-day trial on charges of defrauding FIFA. This trial represented a major setback, signaling a downturn for these once renowned figures in the soccer world. After this, his life was never the same again. Michel's impact on soccer goes beyond just scoring goals and winning matches. He's also influenced how the game is played and managed. Platini's career has been full of great moments. He won the Ballon d'Or 3 times, which is a big deal in soccer, and helped France win the European Championship in 1984. But his life in soccer hasn't always been easy. After he stopped playing, he became a big leader in soccer, even leading UEFA, the organization that manages soccer in Europe. During his time there, he did a lot of good things, but he also faced some big problems. Now, when we look at what he's doing, we see someone who has had both great success and tough challenges in the world of soccer. Michel Platini was born on June 21, 1955 in Gif, France. Growing up in a family passionate about football, Platini quickly showed a natural talent for the game. His father, Aldo, a professional footballer and director at AS Nancy, greatly influenced Michel's early football career. He began his career at a young age, playing for local clubs before rising through the ranks. His early years were marked by a deepening love for football and a clear indication of his future potential. Platini's journey to fame began as he joined the French club Nancy in 1972, showcasing his exceptional skills and football intelligence. Platini faced early disappointments in his career. At 16, after a poor performance in a young footballers' competition, he impressed in a match against a Metz junior side. However, an injury interrupted his trial with Metz, and a subsequent trial also ended disastrously when a medical test caused him to faint. These incidents almost derailed his hopes of playing for his favored team. Despite facing injuries and hostile receptions from fans, Platini kept a lighthearted approach to life. He was known for his pranks, such as setting off firecrackers and playing jokes on teammates during the World Cup in Argentina. Platini's career is filled with remarkable achievements. In 1983, 1984, and 1985, he was honored as the world's best player. He was instrumental in leading the French national team to victory in the 1984 UEFA European Championship, where his performance was nothing short of spectacular. At club level, he enjoyed success with Saint-Étienne, and then with Juventus, where he won numerous titles, including the European Cup. Platini's ability to read the game and his free-kick mastery made him one of the most admired players of his era. Michel Platini's journey took an unexpected turn, intertwining his fate with that of Sepp Blatter, then the FIFA president. The year 2011 marked a defining moment in their careers, not for a celebrated victory on the field, but for a transaction that would later come under intense scrutiny. This was not just any payment. 2 million Swiss francs were transferred from FIFA organization to Platini. What was it for? The explanation provided pointed out that Platini had done some advisory work for Blatter. This dated back to the period between 1998 and 2002. However, the absence of a written contract for this consultancy work raised eyebrows, sparking questions, and drawing the gaze of investigators. The disciplinary board of FIFA suspended Platini on December 21, 2015, for 8 years. The suspension took immediate effect. During this period, Platini was prohibited from engaging in any football-related activities, whether sporting, administrative, or otherwise. He was also fined 80,000 Swiss francs. The Attorney General of Switzerland had initiated a criminal investigation into Blatter on September 24, 2015, on suspicion of criminal mismanagement and embezzlement, partly due to the payment of 2 million Swiss francs to Platini. On September 25, 2015, the Swiss Public Prosecutor's Office conducted a raid on Blatter's FIFA office, seizing documents. Platini was questioned as a witness. As the football world watched, the saga unfolded. The timing of this payment, nearly a decade after the consultancy work was said to have been completed, added layers of mystery and suspicion to the narrative. Why then? Why this delay? These were the questions that echoed in the corridors of FIFA and beyond. As the investigation gained momentum, The careers of Platini and Blatter, two titans of the soccer world, hung in the balance. The implications of the case were far-reaching, threatening to tarnish legacies built over decades. Now, let's delve a little deeper into Platini's professional soccer career. It all began in the humble surroundings of AS Nancy in 1972, where a young Platini started etching his name in soccer's books. At Nancy, his feet danced, and goals ranked up pretty quickly. Then came the chapter at Saint-Étienne, a period marked not just by his 58 goals but by trials that tested his resolve. Injuries and jeers from the stands couldn't dim the spark of this rising star. His response to adversity, to play with even more passion, even when it meant enduring pain and setbacks. Platini's club career resonated in the colors of Juventus. Here he earned the iconic number 10 shirt, stepping into a realm that demanded the best. And deliver he did. Platini became the maestro of Juventus's midfield, leading them to glory in Serie A, the European Cup Winners' Cup, and the European Cup. His time in Turin was a tapestry of triumphs, punctuated by his unparalleled feat of winning the European Footballer of the Year thrice in a row. At Juventus, Platini had a difficult introduction to Italian football. He was a target in the demanding Italian sports media, and even came close to leaving Italy in the winter of his first season. Platini and teammate Zbigniew Boniek successfully called for a change in tactics, and in the second half of the season, Juventus saw an upturn in their fortunes. They reached the European Cup final, losing to Hamburger SV, but won the Italian Cup, the first of many club honors to follow for Platini in the coming seasons. He won the Serie A title with Juventus in 1984 and 1986. He finished top scorer in Serie A for 3 consecutive seasons and won a hat-trick of European Footballer of the Year awards. He was also voted Player of the Year by World Soccer magazine in 1984 and 1985. Platini's impact on the international stage cannot be overlooked. He was a key figure for the French national team during the 1980s, leading them to significant success. The highlight of his international career came during the 1984 UEFA European Championship, where he captained the French side to victory. With his remarkable skill, creativity, and goal-scoring prowess, Platini played a pivotal role in securing the championship title for France. In 1984, Platini captained France to success in the European Championship on home soil. His individual impact on the tournament was huge, with 9 of France's 14 goals in just 5 games. He became the top goal scorer in the Euro Championship of 1984. He scored the winner in France's opening match against Denmark, and scored 1 perfect hat-trick against Belgium, as France topped their first-round group with 3 wins out of 3. In the dramatic semi-final in Marseille against Portugal, Platini scored the match's final goal for a memorable 3-2 win in the last minute of extra time. In the final against Spain at the Parc des Princes in Paris, he opened the scoring with a free kick goal, helped by a monumental blunder from Spain goalkeeper Luis Arconada. A second goal from Bruno Ballon in injury time at the end of the match secured France's first major title in international football. Platini's club career was equally impressive. During his time at Juventus, he experienced great success, winning numerous domestic titles and capturing the European Cup, now known as the UEFA Champions League. His technical ability, precision passing, and goal-scoring prowess established him as one of the best players of his generation. After his football career ended, Michel Platini took a significant role in soccer management, becoming UEFA President from 2007 to 2015. He worked on several projects to improve the sport and encourage fair play. But his time as president was not without issues, as he faced the allegations stated before that hurt his reputation till today. Despite these problems, Platini is still celebrated for his skill and intelligence on the field. His influence on soccer, both as a player for France and Juventus, and as an administrator, is undeniable. Although his later career had challenges, his legacy as one of the greatest in French football remains strong. After concluding his tenure as UEFA president, Michel Platini didn't step away from the world of football. Instead, he redirected his focus towards nurturing the sport's future. Platini became actively involved in developing football at grassroots levels. He championed initiatives aimed at youth development, believing strongly in cultivating young talent and providing opportunities for emerging players. His efforts were not just confined to Europe. Platini sought to make a global impact, contributing to programs that promoted soccer in less developed regions. These activities showcased his ongoing commitment to the sport, emphasizing his belief in football's power to unite and inspire communities worldwide. Michel Platini's legacy in the soccer world is as profound as it is enduring. Known for his masterful control of the ball, his strategic vision on the field, and his remarkable ability to score and create opportunities, Platini redefined the role of an attacking midfielder. His influence extends beyond his playing days, having left an indelible mark on the sport. His contributions to the game earned him a revered place in the annals of soccer history, with his name frequently mentioned among the greatest players of all time. Platini's brilliance on the field was recognized through numerous accolades, but perhaps the most telling testament to his impact is his induction into various halls of fame. These honors not only celebrate his individual achievements, but also acknowledge his role in shaping the sport itself. His tactical intelligence, coupled with his leadership qualities, both as a player and an administrator, continue to inspire and influence generations of footballers and fans alike. Fortunately for Michel Platini, his romantic life has been a story of enduring success. Back in 1977, a very special year for him, Michel met Christelle. She wasn't just any person he met. She became the love of his life, his wife. Since they started dating, Michel and Christelle have been together for over 46 years. Their relationship has been a long and strong one, lasting through all the ups and downs of Michel's public life. He was a star on the soccer field, playing for big clubs and helping France win the Euro Cup in 1984. He also played for the French national team for many years. Before meeting Christelle, Michel might have had other relationships, but none as important as this one. They've never been engaged to anyone else, just to each other. Now, after all these years, Michel and Christelle's relationship is still going strong. They've been together for almost half a century, which is pretty amazing. This part of Michel's life shows a different side of him, not just as a soccer player or an administrator, but as a husband and a partner in a long-lasting love story. The conclusion of this chapter comes with a twist. Despite the gravity of the allegations, Platini and Blatter were eventually cleared of corruption charges by Switzerland's Federal Criminal Court. The court's decision, while absolving them legally, couldn't entirely erase the cloud of doubt and speculation that had formed. The reputations of both men, once unassailable in the world of soccer, had faced a trial by fire. This episode in Platini's life, far removed from the green fields where he once weaved magic with his feet, was a stark reminder of the complex tapestry of his career. A career that saw him ascend from the heights of footballing genius to the intricate labyrinth of soccer administration, only to find himself navigating through its most challenging corridors. For more stories that capture the essence of sporting legends and the drama of the sports world, don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey.